What if you had to survive on your own for a month? What foods would you stockpile? These are the questions that keep us awake at night, and rightly so. In an unpredictable world, survival isn't just about the fittest, but also about the smartest, the most prepared. And when we talk about preparedness, we're not just talking about owning the best survival gear or mastering the art of making fire. We're talking about the very essence of survival, food. But not just any food, we're talking about food that lasts, food that won't spoil when the refrigerator stops running. But longevity isn't the only factor here. The food you stockpile needs to be nutrient-rich. After all, in a survival situation, every calorie counts. And let's not forget the taste, because who wants to survive on bland food, right? You'd want foods that last, right? Foods that pack a punch with nutrition and taste. First on the list, honey, a sweet treat that doesn't spoil. You heard that right. Honey is a remarkable food that has an indefinite shelf life. This means it never goes bad, ever. Archaeologists have even found pots of honey in ancient Egyptian tombs that are over 3,000 years old and still perfectly edible. But honey isn't just a forever food. It also has impressive antibacterial properties. The bees add an enzyme that makes hydrogen peroxide, which is what gives honey its healing properties. This means that not only can honey be used as a food source, but also as a natural remedy for minor cuts and burns. And let's not forget about its versatility. Honey is a natural source of energy. It's packed with carbohydrates, making it a great addition to your emergency food supply. You can add it to your tea, spread it on your bread, or just eat it straight from the jar. So remember, when the going gets tough, the tough get honey. Next up, powdered eggs. Not just for baking, folks. These versatile gems have a lot more to offer. Imagine having a protein-packed breakfast without the worry of your eggs going bad. That's right. Powdered eggs can sit on your shelf for up to 10 years. Talk about longevity. Now let's talk protein. Eggs are known for their high protein content, and the powdered version is no different. They're a fantastic source of essential amino acids, the building blocks of life, making them a crucial part of any survivalist's pantry. But don't think you're limited to just scrambled eggs or omelets. The culinary uses of powdered eggs are as vast as your imagination. Use them in baking, in your breakfast cereal, or even to thicken soups and sauces. They're a versatile ingredient that can add a protein punch to almost any dish. And that, folks, is why powdered eggs are a survivalist's dream. Moving on, instant coffee, because even in a crisis, we need our caffeine. Imagine this. You're in the middle of a situation where resources are scarce, and you need that extra push to keep going. Enter instant coffee. This magic powder doesn't just serve as your quick fix for caffeine cravings. It's a remarkable source of fast energy, fueling your body when you need it most. But the benefits of instant coffee don't stop at the caffeine rush. Its preparation is as swift as its effect. Just add water, hot or cold, and voila, you've got yourself a cup of joe. It's a simple process that requires minimal resources, making it a practical choice for challenging times. And let's not forget about its shelf life. Instant coffee can last for years, even decades, without losing its taste or potency. It's a powerhouse in a tiny packet, ready to come to your rescue when times get tough. So, in an emergency, instant coffee, absolutely. Next, canned fish. Yes, it's more than just a lunchtime staple. Dive deeper into the world of canned fish, and you'll find a treasure trove of benefits. Let's start with the obvious. Canned fish is packed to the brim with protein. This is not just any protein, but high-quality, muscle-building, energy-giving protein. Now let's talk about shelf life. Canned fish can last for years in your pantry, making it a perfect candidate for long-term storage. No need to worry about spoilage or food waste here. And last, but certainly not least, let's talk about versatility. Canned fish can be used in a number of dishes. From a simple tuna sandwich to a gourmet salmon pasta, the possibilities are endless. Plus, if you're in a pinch, it can be eaten straight from the can. So canned fish, a definite must-have in any survival kit. Moving on, dried lentils, small but mighty. These humble legumes are more than meets the eye. They've got a remarkably long shelf life, remaining edible for years on end. That's right, years. So they're perfect for long-term storage. But that's not all. Dried lentils are also a nutritional powerhouse. They're packed with protein, offering a valuable source of this essential nutrient. And let's not forget about fiber. Lentils are rich in dietary fiber, which is key for maintaining a healthy digestive system. But what about preparation? Well, it doesn't get much simpler than lentils. They can be cooked up in a snap, no fancy gadgets or techniques required, just some water, heat, and a bit of time. So whether you're planning for an emergency situation or just looking for a nutritious, easy-to-store food option, dried lentils have got you covered. Remember, when it comes to survival, dried lentils are a powerhouse. Next up, peanut butter, not just for PB&J sandwiches. Now it's time we talk about this creamy or crunchy delight. Peanut butter is a powerhouse of calories and protein, making it an invaluable resource in a survival situation. A single tablespoon can deliver about 4 grams of protein and nearly 100 calories, but there's more to peanut butter than just its nutritional content. The real beauty of it lies in its longevity. Thanks to its low moisture content, peanut butter can last unopened for years on your shelf. Even after opening, it remains good for a few months, provided you keep it in a cool and dry place. And let's not forget the versatility. From a quick snack straight from the jar to a flavor booster in savory dishes, peanut butter can be used in myriad ways. You can even add it to your emergency meal shakes to increase their nutritional value. So, in a survival situation, don't forget the peanut butter. Moving on, oats, not just for breakfast anymore. You might be surprised to learn that this humble grain is a powerhouse of nutrition and a crucial addition to any food stockpile. Why, you ask? Well, let's start with the high fiber content. Oats are packed with dietary fiber, which aids digestion, keeps you feeling full, and can even help control blood sugar levels. But the benefits don't stop at nutrition. Oats are incredibly versatile in the kitchen. You can use them to whip up a quick breakfast, add them to soups or stews for extra thickness, or even grind them into flour for baking. And let's not forget the long shelf life. Stored properly, oats can last for years without going bad, making them a perfect choice for long-term storage. In short, this seemingly simple grain is a nutritional goldmine, a culinary chameleon, and a long-lasting food source all rolled into one. So remember, oats are a survivalist's best friend. Next, canned vegetables. Your mother was right, eat your veggies. Now, we don't just mean those green beans and corn. Think about the variety. Carrots, peas, tomatoes, spinach, the list goes on. Each can is a treasure chest of nutrients. Vitamins, minerals, fiber, they're all in there. The secret to their longevity? It's in the canning process. Vegetables are sealed in their cans and heat-treated to kill microorganisms, ensuring a shelf life of several years, sometimes even decades. Now, easy preparation is another big plus. Whether you're heating them up on a camp stove or eating them straight from the can, you've got a ready-to-eat meal packed with the nutrients you need to stay healthy and energized. Need a quick and tasty soup? Just open a can, heat, and serve. So, in a survival situation, canned veggies? Absolutely. Moving on, salt. It's more than just a seasoning. This humble white crystal is a powerhouse of survival capabilities. First and foremost, salt is a crucial player in food preservation. It inhibits the growth of bacteria, keeping your food safe and edible for extended periods. It's been used for this purpose since ancient times, and it's still just as effective today. But that's not all. Salt also plays a critical role in maintaining electrolyte balance in the body. These electrolytes, including sodium, help regulate everything from muscle function to hydration levels. In a survival situation, when balanced meals may be hard to come by, a pinch of salt can make a big difference. And let's not forget its medical uses. Salt can be used to clean wounds and soothe sore throats, acting as a first line of defense when medical help is not readily available. So remember, in a survival situation, don't forget the salt. And finally, ramen noodles. Cheap, easy, and surprisingly long-lasting. You might be thinking, aren't those just for college students pulling all-nighters? Well, not exactly. Ramen noodles are a secret weapon when it comes to survival food. With a shelf life that stretches into years, these packets of instant noodles can outlast most things in your pantry. Not to mention, they're incredibly easy to prepare. All you need is hot water, and in a few minutes, you've got yourself a hot, filling meal. But the real kicker? They're affordable. For just a few cents, you can stock up on enough ramen to last you weeks. And while they might not be the most nutritious food on this list, they're a reliable source of carbohydrates, giving you the energy you need in a pinch. So in a survival situation, ramen noodles? Definitely. And so there you have it. 10 foods the government secretly stockpiles, and you should too. From the energy-packed honey with its infinite shelf life and antibacterial properties, to the protein-rich powdered eggs with their extensive culinary uses. The instant coffee for a quick pick-me-up and canned fish for that much-needed protein. Don't forget the fiber-filled dried lentils, versatile and easy to prepare, and the peanut butter, a ready source of protein and calories. Then we have oats, a fiber powerhouse, alongside the nutrient-dense canned vegetables. The essential salt, necessary for food preservation and medical uses, and the humble ramen noodles, easy to prepare and incredibly affordable. These foods are not just about surviving, but thriving in any emergency situation. They offer long shelf life, nutritional value, and versatility, making them ideal for any emergency preparedness kit. Remember, in a survival situation, it's not just about surviving, it's about thriving. And with these foods, you'll do just that.